Hey everybody, Crumpy Monster here. Time for yet another Crumptastic toy review. Today we're going to talk about this Marvel Legends Vance Astro original Guardians of the Galaxy action figure. Yes, I said original Guardians of the Galaxy from the original team. Okay, well I will rant about that here in a second. But okay, alright, let's talk about this guy. Cause you ain't got nothing better to do. It's time for a Crumpy toy review. Yeah. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Okay, everybody. Now, this is the 2016 Hasbro Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Vance Astro action figure. Okay, so yeah, I said Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's not Star-Lord, it's not, all this new stuff, because there was a different team that came out in, I think 2008 or something like that, that was this new team, which is modern day. These guys were actually, they came out in January of 1969 in Marvel Superheroes number 18, the comic book. Okay, so these guys actually been around, and they were from the 31st century. So Vance Astro was actually an astronaut who got shot into space, and he was like a big hero at the time because he had this containment suit that was going to let him live, and he was like on a 1,000-year mission or something. But then shortly after, maybe it may have been like 100 years after he was shot into space, they developed like inner space travel, so he became kind of obsolete. So when he woke up, then he was like, oh, okay, he kind of became a joke, but he became the space Captain America of the future. He went on this thing for the Shield, and oh man, I love this character. He is probably one of my favorite characters. I love Cosmic Marvel. I love Captain America. He is the cosmic space Captain America. And okay, so he's about 6.5 inches tall. He didn't really come with. He came with just the shield, which like no extra hands. It was the, I think, Titus Build-A-Figure. I don't have any of that. So it's a moot point. So okay. So he's got multiple points of articulation. Knees, hands, waist. All that stuff. Multiple poses. Very posable. Very cool. I absolutely freaked out when I found out they were going to make this guy, and had to have him for my collection because, again, this guy is one of my favorites. I have loved Guardians of the Galaxy since I was a kid, and tiny crumpling, and yes, this guy was just so awesome. Now later on in the series, he lost a suit and kind of changed his appearance, and he called himself Major Victory. So you might also hear about Major Victory for the original Guardians of the Galaxy. And now in the comic books, he had a like, it was like a divergent timeline thing. It gets a little confusing. He was also in the New Warriors as Vance Astrovic, aka Marvel Boy, and later became Justice. So I love the New Warriors too. They were one of my favorites. But he was it was just one of those weird things Marvel did. Oh, in a different timeline, this guy was blah 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 blah. But it's okay. But it's okay because I liked both of them. And they don't make anything of the other guy. But this guy right here is so cool. Yeah. So in the original. Guardians of the Galaxy, it was him, it was Martin X, it was Starhawk, Alita, Charlie 27, and Yondu, but not the movie Yondu. Yondu was in the 31st century, and they brought him into the movies, and that's a hot button for me, because then that stuff starts dribbling into my comic books. And, okay. I really got to wrangle this stuff in. Okay, but if anybody loves Guardians of the Galaxy, you need to get into the original Guardians of the Galaxy, and you check those out in the comics. In the movies, they call them the Ravagers. That's where they kind of come into play. You kind of, you see some of them, but that's cannot be neither here. It's neither here nor there. But this guy here, check him out, learn about him, love them like Crumpy loves them, and you cannot not have or whatever, this guy in your if you're a Cosmic Marvel guy, you have to have this guy. You need to learn about these guys, and then you need to have them. Okay. Well, that is all I've got to say about this amazing, and I mean awesome, Marvel Legends action figure here. Okay. Before I just go off again, Crumpy really needs to go. Okay. I'm shutting up, and I am going. Okay. Bye. Oh, in a different timeline, this guy was, blah 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 blah.